Hello and welcome to Aging Fearlessly. I'm your host, Guillermo Vidal, and I hope you find today's program to be helpful to you. Now, though we like to think that we're risk takers who welcome change, the fact is that most of us like to settle into predictable lifestyle. Now think about it. We try to marry for life, or we try to hang on to that ideal job we got when we were younger, or that dream home we bought decades ago. Now there's nothing wrong with any of this. But as we all know from our experiences, nothing, and I mean nothing, stays the way we intended them in the beginning. We get divorced, or we got laid off, or we get transferred to another town. Now it is much easier to take change that you want and initiate, but it is another story when the universe thrusts unwanted change upon us. When this happens, we can feel totally overwhelmed and that our lives have unexpectedly spun out of control. Now, managing these kinds of changes become even more difficult the older you get. This is because you didn't expect them. For you thought your life was set after having been working on goals for decades that you were sure would allow you to sail on calm waters into the sunset. Now, when major change happens as you get older, you may be fearful or lack the confidence that you have the energy and wherewithal to weather another storm. Yet, a necessary part of aging fearlessly and creating your best life is knowing and understanding that changes in life are inevitable, but believing that you have everything within you to come out on the other side even better than before is a necessary step. Now, in order to prepare you for what may be coming, I wanted to share with you 7 signals I think the universe sends you that foretell your life is about to change. Here they are. You're bored and unmotivated. Now, it's very discomforting living bored and unmotivated lives in the world that you created for yourself. You're unmotivated with your job, and now you regret not having made another choice earlier on. You're bored with your spouse, or your home in suburbia, your car, your church, friends, community, etc. You don't know where these feelings started, but you don't see an end in sight. You feel at a loss at what you can do to change this. Although this is unsettling, it's good news, for this boredom is the universe sign that it's time for you to rediscover that energetic, fun-loving, and interesting person you once were. Once you begin this quest, people and situations will come your way that will help you create a better life, believe me. Number 2, you got what you were looking for. The door opened to give you your greatest desire, getting that big promotion or winning the lottery, etc. Whatever it was, you now have it. But you soon discover that it doesn't make you happy. You feel very disappointed and confused. You even begin to ask yourself, now what? Your life seems to have no meaning. But this is not a tragedy. It's good news, for you're being taught a lesson that worldly goals are not that important and will not make you happy in the long run. From this experience, you will begin to reassess what is truly important in your life. Number 3, you didn't get what you were looking for. This is the exact opposite from number 2, but with similar effects. You tried and tried and tried, but the door you wanted to open simply will not budge. You finally want to give up, exhausted from all those years of wasted effort to open that door. You feel discouraged, abandoned, and unappreciated. Now, I know it's hard for you to see this, but it's also good news. For once you let go of this pursuit, you can begin to reassess what is truly important in life. Another great lesson to learn about life is that not all doors were meant for us to open. Number 4, people you love have forgotten about you. For unknown reasons, your friends and family stop calling you. Perhaps other unexpected arguments and misunderstandings between you have arisen and then started to occur more and more, and slowly but progressively drifted away from each other. It's hard not to feel alone or abandoned during this time of silence, but know that the universe is making room to fill your life with new and wonderful people who will help you discover the greatest parts of yourselves. Number 5, you feel like you don't belong. It's so weird to feel like you don't belong in the world you created. When this happened to me, I felt like I was rotting from inside. I would look in the mirror and see the reflection of someone who looked like me, but I knew it wasn't really me. Even the people who had been part of my life seemed like strangers whose intentions were dubious and disingenuous. Now, even you might have felt before that you belong in this world you help create. The fact is, you no longer feel that way is a sign that you're in the wrong place with the wrong people and time to make a change. Number 6, what you fear most comes true. Now, we all have those hidden fears we tell no one about. You fear your spouse will leave you for another, or that you lose your job, or that you have to declare bankruptcy. And then it happens. You feel devastated and incapacitated. You believe that nothing can be worse and that you have hit rock bottom. But you're not helpless. You can rebound from this and head your life upward. You learn from this that fearing things helps you create the reality you fear. Yes, bad things can happen in life. So can good things. Learning to enjoy the present moment is the best way to let go of fear. Number 7, the Big Bang. No better way to describe this Big Bang as the one event that causes your whole world to explode. When the universe provided this Big Bang in my life, my partner left me through a series of unlucky coincidences. I also became unemployed, and losing my partner caused me to move to a place where I had no friends, family, or roots. Now, nothing sucks as bad as when the universe burns your bridges and there's no going back. It's excruciating to get through this period, but remember that no one died because they had to start from scratch. As time passed for me, I discovered that the big explosion that blew up my life was the best thing that could have happened to me. The same thing can happen for you. Now, I know it's easy to think when you see any of these signs that your life is going to shit, but it is not. These are signs that are blessings and that are letting you know that you're being given the opportunity to create your best and most fulfilling life ever. Don't get discouraged.